Okay, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What I'm about to tell you right now is
Am I going
breaking
to lose my
news.
channel?
No. I played this one very close to the vest. Everybody, if you guys are listening, this is what I'm about to say is 100% true. And I've kept this under wraps, and I'm ready to break some serious shitverse news.
All right. We have I don't know if Adam already set up a drum roll.
I'm trying to help over here.
I think they changed my soundboard. Oh, wait. Let me see.
You got it.
All right. Go ahead. Give it to us.
Okay. I got this scoop over the Shuley Network. I got this scoop over Carl. Anybody that covers the potato. This is better than what the potato ever did. Okay. Now, there's somebody on my old Patreon. We all know what happened. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Patreon. And I got to be real careful because my sources, I keep them close to the vest and I don't tell anybody where I get this information. My source owns a private investigating company. I could say that. And
Where'd you meet him or her? Where'd you meet him or her?
A fan of your show and my show. In fact, they're on your Patreon, and they don't interact very much on the Twitter or the chat. And they reached out to me because they're watching the Stuttering John situation pretty closely, and us going back and forth and possibly throwing down. They're located out in New York. And
the private detective?
The private detective. So the private detective was following John on Thursday, last night, and followed John to a restaurant where he met with Kate Meaney. And there was a woman and another guy, and John showed up drunk. He was hammered. And John made a pass at the table with Kate Meaney, went to make out for her, and she turned away. So from there, they followed them to another bar, and then they went to a strip club. I think it's called Flash Dancers.
Mm-hmm.
And
know it well.
The guy was keeping an eye on them. They both went into the men's bathroom together, and they came out, and they obviously did cocaine because they were kind of and then they were all over each other, making out, everything, Kate Meaney and John. And from there, they left in a cab. Well, by the way, John almost got in a fight at the strip club. They had to hold him back, and he's like, "That's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend." This is all 100% true. I swear to God, it's going to come out. And they left. They got thrown out. They jumped in a cab. The private investigator followed them back to Kate Meaney's house. John spent the night at Kate Meaney's house, never left the apartment. You heard it here. This all happened. 100% true.
He stayed outside the whole night to make sure he never left.
He's following John all night.
No, but he was staking out the apartment once they got there.
Stuck out the apartment the whole time. He never left. He left early. The private investigator left in the morning because he never came out. I swear to God.
Okay, no, I'm not disputing it, but I'm saying, is this a win for the toe?
It is a win for the toe in a weird way. It's a win. TMZumock. It's a win for me.
Why? Because you broke it?
I broke this story. And first of all, it makes John look good that he got to make out with a 25-year-old and hook up with her probably. Who knows what happened?
Yeah, but didn't the other day or a couple weeks ago, you got his phone records and you saw he was communicating with Kate Meaney anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
So this tracks.
It totally tracks. He's been keeping it under wraps because she doesn't want this out there. She's talking to John.
So their boyfriend and girlfriend, that's why he came up for the holidays early?
I have no idea. This is all I know is what this private investigator following him found out. They were at Flash Dancers. They were at dinner. He made a pass at her at dinner, and they were making out in the strip club, and they left together in a cab, and he was holding her hand.
Wow. And are they the same height? Did the private detective get any pictures of them standing up?
Yes. They're about the same height.
Hmm.
And he was being belligerent in the strip club. He was like, "Do you know who I am? This is my girlfriend. Fuck you." And the bouncers threw him out.
Why was that happening at the strip club? Your source was inside the strip club?
Followed him all night long. Was at the dinner at the restaurant, at the Flash Dancers. And I wasn't telling anybody. I didn't tell you about this, but he told me he was going to follow and trail John because he just wants to, he's trying to get all the information. But I was going to not even tell anybody about this, but I was like, this is too good not to tell people.
Yeah. If it's too good, you can't sit on it because then you'll lose your mind anyway. You got to tell somebody.
Yeah. So this is an exclusive. Clip it. You might want to make us bigger so we can be in all the clips.
Like that?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, I swear to God, this happened. This is a legit. I have photos. I have everything.
So your source contacted you after it happened, or he told you before it happened that he was going to do this?
Well, my private investigator source told me he was going to do this, and throughout
on his own dime.
On his own dime, because he was like he's obsessed with all of this stuff, and he was just curious what the Stuttering John was up to and what he was going to do.
Borgo?
He was going to actually stop after, but as soon as he saw Kate Meaney, he's like, okay, let's see how this plays out. That's when he said, okay, I'm gonna stay on.
It was just the two of them, nobody else?
No, there was another guy and a girl, like an older woman, at the strip club with them.
Her mom?
No, it wasn't her mom. It was somebody else.
Does her mom know what's up?
I don't know, but they definitely made out. I mean, after she recorded all his calls and gave him to Shuli and played at double, like John is still like. And that's another thing. John was always saying, "Oh, she could be my daughter. I would never want to." Meanwhile, he was like all over, and like I got eavesdrop. He goes, "Let me go back to your place and let me fuck you." He was saying that. He heard it. He's like, that was you saying. She was like, "No, no, no." She's like, "Come on, don't be a prude. I'm the Duke. I'm the Duke." And they left together and went back to her place. So he ended up getting his way. He was real forceful, real aggressive. Like he was at the dinner table and he like went to kiss her and she like moved away like as soon as they sat down.
Jesus Christ. Kate Meaney, I mean, it's really a shame.
It's gross. It's disgusting. I mean, I have no respect for her at all.
So you think John got turned on the fact that she released the tapes?
I don't know.
Some guys get turned on if a woman's a complete cunt.
I mean, if she would have did that to me, I would never talk to the bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe John was like, "Hey, I like your style."
I think he's just the most horniest guy ever. And the thing, he's such a narcissist and he's so delusional. Like he still thinks he's like 25-year-old John on the Stern Show.
I don't think he fucked her last night. I think maybe he let her. She let him stay because he probably had the coke. Yeah. So it's just one of those things where it's like, let's just keep doing coke all night. But I don't think she would stoop that low and let him have sex with her.
They were making out.
She's a coke whore, but would she let Stuttering John, old Stuttering John, washed up Stuttering John, have sex with her?
She was making out with him in the strip club. They were all over each other.
Yeah, but that's what coke will do to you.
Yeah, and they went in the bathroom together, and they were in there for like 10 minutes in the men's bathroom.
Yeah, they're doing coke.
I have photos.
Are you a date who took pictures?
I have photos, yes.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I don't know if I can get in trouble for this. Obviously, it wasn't me. I didn't do anything. I'm in Tampa. Look at D-Man. We're doing it.
Wow.
So
I didn't. Photos like the old days. The guy was using like his he had like one of those miniature cameras, or he's just in plain sight taking pictures.
No, he's a PI. He knows how to do all of this stuff.
Like he has like a tie clip that takes pictures or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know his equipment, but he was able to take these photos without getting in trouble because you're not supposed to have a camera in the strip club. So he was getting the photos.
Oh yeah, because those whores don't want any proof that they work here.
Yeah, so I had to break this news. It was too good. I couldn't sit on it anymore. I was going to keep it to myself, but as soon as Kate Meaney got in the mix, I was like, okay, we got to break. And that was the same with him. He's like, as soon as I saw Kate Meaney, he's like, I'm going to stay on this. Because
and then John did a show today?
No. He didn't do a show, which explains a lot. He's probably up all night doing coke.
Is he still there?
I don't know. He left. The PI left at 8 this morning. John never left the building.
The PA stayed out in front of her apartment till 8 in the morning.
Well, they were at the strip club at like they left at 3 a.m. So.
Oh right, they closed at 4.
Yeah. So they got kicked out at 3 a.m. and then he went to the bill. They followed him to Kate's house apartment by the comic strip, and he said at that one point he's just like, all right, I'm just gonna leave. This is dumb. He's not coming out.
He had to wait till 8 o'clock.
And they got out of the cab and he was all over her, like he was like just like
the guy. Yeah, they're all coked up.
Yeah. But it's amazing how this is just, it's so disgusting that Kate let that guy all over him, that 60-year-old man.
Ugh.
I mean, it's so gross.
Well, it made sense why he would come back, because Christmas is not for like, what, 5 days? And he's coming in this early, was just here. So maybe she's like, come in town early, buy some Coke. And because you can do anything you want with Kate Meaney as long as you have Coke.
You're right. No, I mean, when I was hanging out with her last year with Jim Stansel, like she was trying to get Coke with Jim Stansel. We were like hanging out, and I was just like, oh, I'm out of here. Fuck this. Plus,
did Jim Stansel get her coked up?
Jim was trying to hook up with her though. He was like totally.
But did he have Coke?
He said he's like, I could probably get some. I was eavesdropping on their conversation. I was like,
Visconti.
Yeah. So, listen, I was friends with Kate, so I know her pretty well, and I know what she's all about. And she definitely has daddy issues. Like she told, like, I remember she said something like she would fuck Anthony Cumia. She said, I'd do that, of course. So this checks out, and I don't want it to check out because it makes John look like, holy shit, like he hooked up with a 25-year-old girl. It makes him
with
look
Coke.
Good.
We don't know if he hooked up. We know he stayed over because she probably wanted to do all the Coke, and they probably still had some left. So she's like, just come up, and then we'll do the Coke, and then and then who knows? But I don't do a lot of Coke, but Brian McCarthy did.
Yeah, he
said, you want to have sex, you end up not, because I don't know. I don't understand what happens when you do Coke, but I know it makes you real horny, but then you can't seal the deal.